poor man's racing championship. It's the 100-mile sportsman stock car finals for local champions who have come here from 14 states, from New England, Florida, and Nebraska. It has cost drivers and crews more money than they could afford to come here to Langhorne, Pennsylvania Speedway.
Langhorne Speedway operated from 1926 to 1971, located in a northern suburb of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The track was dirt and shaped like a circle. Many people called Langhorne Speedway Puke Hollow, which hosted many stations such as AAA, USAC, AMA, and NASCAR. But what happened to the track that once was called Indy of the East? Langhorne Speedway opened in 1926. It was the first one-mile track designed specifically for cars. One-mile tracks at the time were designed for horse racing. A group of drivers from Philadelphia known as NMRA opened Langhorne, which is given its moniker because it was located near Langhorne Borough of Pennsylvania. The very first race in 1926, Freddie One-Eye of Philadelphia set the track record and won the very first 50-lap event. NMRA operated Langhorne from inception in 1926 to 1929. In 1929, things looked bleak for the track. The track was on the brink of bankruptcy due to many factors. Management disagreed about the track preparations and a lot of other problems between management. Also didn't help that the attendance rate was poor. So Ralph "Pappy" Hankson took the reins over in 1931. For 11 years, things were good at Langhorne. The track was thriving, attendance rate was booming, but then 1941 rolled around and things hit the fan. Langhorne's management had a falling out with AAA and the track was sold to Earl "Lucky" Teeter. Unfortunately, Lucky's reign didn't last long. He was killed in 1942. Lucky was attempting a rocket car leap at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. 1942 was not a good year for things at Langhorne. At that time, the U.S. government banned all auto racing due to the U.S. government's involvement in World War II. Less than a month after banning auto racing, Ralph "Pappy" Hankson died. So the year is 1965. Things are going well for Langhorne. Attendance is booming. Management is getting along. But management decides they want to make two major changes when it comes to the track. They reshaped the track to be shaped like a D to cater to USAC's Champ Car Series, or now known as Silver Crown Series. The track was also paved over to fix all the ruts and hollows, so not only did they change the track shape, but also the surface. By 1967, things had changed dramatically for the surrounding area. The suburban area was growing and changing. The area ended up engulfing the speedway, with Levittown growing rapidly. By this time, developers had offered to buy the land, and the offers were too great to pass up. So Langhorne Speedway and all of its land were sold to mall developers. Langhorne Speedway continued to operate for another 5 seasons and officially closed in 1971. At the time of closure, 18 deaths had been associated with Langhorne Speedway. On October 14, 2006, almost 35 years after the closure of Langhorne Speedway, Pennsylvania Historic Society dedicated a marker to the former site of Langhorne Speedway, which read as, "Opened in 1926, the circular 1-mile dirt track was known as the Big Left Turn. It hosted a NASCAR inaugural race in 1949. Notable drivers are Doc McKenzie, Joey Chitwood, Rex Mays, Lee Petty, Dutch Hogue, AJ Foyt, and Mario Andretti raced here in stock cars, midgets, sprints, and Indy cars. Langhorne was reshaped as a D and paved in 1965. The National Open Championship was run here and was regarded as Indy of the East. The final race was held in 1971. Today, once where the pits and grandstand stood is now a Sam's Club, Restaurant Depot, and CarMax. The backstretch has been reclaimed by nature, and as a result, no physical remains of the track itself exist. Now, I bet you were wondering how Langhorne Speedway got the nickname Puke Hollow. According to some, the ruts or hollows in various parts of the track were so deep that they caused drivers to be jostled around. Not only were they constantly turning left since the track was a complete circle, and then hitting the ruts and hollow, Turn 2 became Puke Hollow because that's where most drivers would puke. Some other nicknames Langhorne Speedway were given are the Horn, the Big Left Turn, the Track the 8 Heroes, and Puke Hollow.